Naruto vs. Sasuke, the final battle at the Valley of the End. The wind howled through the towering cliffs of the Valley of the End, where two massive statues Hashirama Senju and Madara Uchiha stood eternally, facing each other across a raging river. As the sun sank below the horizon, the sky burned crimson, illuminating two figures standing opposite each other: Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke's cloak fluttered in the stormy wind, his Rinnegan and Sharingan glowing with deadly intensity. Across from him, Naruto clenched his fists, golden Kurama chakra radiating around him like living fire. No words were needed, they both knew this was the final battle. Ideals in conflict. "I'll destroy this entire world," Sasuke said coldly. "Only when everything is erased can peace exist. I'll bear the hatred, become the Shadow Hokage." Naruto met his eyes, a faint smile touching his lips, but his gaze was firm. "You still don't get it, Sasuke. Peace isn't found by destroying everything, it's built on trust and forgiveness. No matter where you go, I'll bring you back because you're my friend." Sasuke smirked bitterly. "Naruto, you're still the same fool as ever." Before the words faded, chakra exploded, the ground cracked, the river boiled, and the fight began. Thunder and storm. Sasuke charged first, Chidori blazing in his hand, lightning shrieking through the air. Naruto countered, forming a massive Rasengan that spun violently, glowing blue against the white flash. Boom! The explosion split the valley, sending waves towering into the sky. Both were thrown back, but in the same instant, they rose again and clashed once more. Sasuke summoned his full Susanoo, a colossal purple warrior shimmering around him. Naruto called forth Kurama, the nine tails cloaked in golden chakra, its eyes blazing like twin suns. The two giants collided, thunder roared, the sky quaked, and the world trembled beneath them. "You can't defeat me, Naruto," Sasuke shouted, swinging Susanoo's colossal arm. "I don't need to defeat you," Naruto roared back, Kurama's fist meeting the blow. The collision shattered the air. Energy rippled outward, tearing the land apart, scattering fragments of light like falling stars. Memories and pain. Amid the chaos, Naruto fell to one knee, gasping for breath. Memories flooded his mind: two boys at the academy, eating ramen, laughing under the same sky. "Sasuke, don't leave me behind." That voice echoed in Sasuke's mind too. For a brief second, he hesitated, his gaze trembling. But then, an image of Itachi Uchiha appeared in his thoughts, that gentle smile, those sorrowful eyes. "My brother carried the sins of our clan. Now I'll carry the world's." Rage surged again. Sasuke roared, summoning Indra's arrow, a storm of black lightning descending from the heavens. Naruto gathered the last of his chakra, forming a gigantic Rasen Shuriken shaped like Kurama itself. Golden wind and black lightning met midair. The world exploded in light. Battle of Souls. When the smoke cleared, the valley was silent, scorched earth and shattered stone everywhere. Both shinobi were battered and bleeding, their chakra nearly gone. Sasuke lunged with a desperate punch. Naruto caught it with his bare hand. Blood splattered on the ground. They fought on, not with ninjutsu, but with what remained of their will. Why do you keep chasing me, Naruto?" Sasuke cried, his voice breaking. "Because you're my friend. Even if you hate me, even if you kill me, I won't give up on you," Naruto yelled, landing a punch straight into Sasuke's chest. They both collapsed, gasping for air, lying side by side on the cracked ground. Their blood mingled, flowing together into the river, red threads binding two destinies. The last light. Silence fell, only the faint sound of running water remained. Naruto opened his eyes first, glancing at Sasuke, whose gaze had softened, empty of hatred. "You've lost, Sasuke." "I know," Sasuke murmured weakly. "But you didn't win either." Naruto chuckled, faint but genuine. Then it's a draw just like old times. Sasuke turned his eyes to the sunset sky. Maybe you're right, Naruto. Peace can't come from solitude. A tear rolled down Sasuke's cheek, rarer than lightning in the Uchiha's heart. Naruto extended his hand, trembling but steady. Let's change the world together, Sasuke. For a moment, there was only silence, then Sasuke slowly placed his bloodied hand over Naruto's. Together. A new dawn. Morning came. Sunlight bathed the valley of the end. Two exhausted bodies lay motionless beside each other, alive, but barely. The wind whispered softly through the canyon. From afar, Kakashi and Sakura appeared, tears streaming as they saw the two still breathing. Sakura knelt down, pressing a hand to Naruto's chest, feeling the faint heartbeat. "Thank goodness," she whispered. As they were carried back to the Hidden Leaf Village, children ran alongside, shouting their names in awe. Naruto smiled weakly, eyes filled with warmth. Sasuke watched in silence for the first time in years. He felt his heart begin to thaw. The legacy of two rivals. Years later, people still spoke of that legendary battle at the Valley of the End, not as a tale of destruction, but as a story of understanding. Naruto became Hokage, fulfilling his dream to protect the village and his friends. Sasuke wandered the world, seeking knowledge and redemption for his past. Though they walked different paths, their souls remained connected like sunlight and shadow, moon and sun, forever balanced. Because in the end, Naruto and Sasuke were more than rivals. They were two halves of one heart, the embodiment of friendship, forgiveness, and the hope for true peace. I'll never give up on you, Sasuke. And I'll never forget you, Naruto. By the river where it all began, the two ancient statues still stood, silent witnesses to the eternal bond of fire and darkness, of two boys who changed the world.